Hi everyone, I'm Enamul Hassan Rifat from Group 9, and today I'll be presenting the first three sections of project, which is titled as Analyzing Internet Uses During COVID-19. So this is our group member, and for the introduction part, as we all know, COVID-19 pandemic drastically changed the way we lived and studied. Lockdowns and restriction forced many students, including us, to move to fully online meeting. This shift caused a major increase in daily internet uses among students. Basically, our project uh, we we like to explore. We wanted to explore how student internet uses was affected by gender, internet speed, or device typing due. So moving on to the impact of internet uses, uh, like as I said, COVID-19 moved education fully online, and we aim to analyze the internet uses during the pandemic. And such main question of our project, do male and female students use the internet differently? Is internet speed related to screen time? And also, can online activity be predicted? So that's our the main question of our project. Then moving to the data set and pre-processing, we used 60 students from a public survey, from a not first hand but from a survey from the internet, and the variable we used such as gender, online hours, and speed rating, and device and platform. And the data cleaning steps were removed uh, removed incomplete responses, and also encoded categories such as male we equal as 1, and removed outliers, also standardized text entities. Right. So now into the next slide. Yeah, the processing part. So I said the variable we used, such as the key variable was gender, daily hours spent online, and is internet speed rating, device type, etc. Basically, it helps us to explore both behavior and tech-related impact on internet uses. The data processing was cleaned by encoding categories and removing invalid entities. And we used t-test for gender versus uses. We used two simple t-tests showed no significant difference in screen time between male and females. We will see that in the next slide. So, so basically we can say that the gender didn't really affect how long students were online during the pandemic. Now we will go through the actual t-test here. Yeah, hypothesis testing here. So we used a simple two sample t to find out if male and female students significantly different online usage pattern. Although male spends slightly more time online on average, the statistical test showed the difference wasn't really meaningful. So the key points were null hypothesis as no difference in average hours in online between genders, and alternate hypothesis, we say that there is a difference in average hours on online. And from the after calculating the whole testing, we get the male average was using like 7.71 hours per day, and female was 7.39 hours per day. So it really is a minor difference. And the T2 we got was 0.4395 with the critical value of plus minus 2.024. So as we get, so we can reject we fail to actually reject uh, the null hypothesis because the t value is less than the critical value. So that's my part, and my other group members will go through the rest of the regression, correlation, and the other testing. All right.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Savithia. So I'll be talking about the correlation and analysis. This test was mainly dependent on the internet speed vs the time of hours the participants were online. So we examined like the relationship between the internet speed and like the amount of hours online. Basically, we collected this information in our survey. So the number of X people, how people would input the number of times they were online, and then they would input their rate, like their internet speed rating, like from 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. So we tested if there was no correlation or there was correlation between like the internet speed and the amount of hours they were online. So through those testing, the Pearson correlation, we found out there was like a weak relation, absolutely almost to none relation between that. So the amount of the internet speed didn't affect like the amount of hours they were online. It was not that significant. Even in the graphs, it didn't show any significant leads. So that means there's no correlation between them. So they're not dependent on each other. So the test was a complete fail. Okay, next, I'll be passing it to the next person.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Um, my name is Shamsul Haris, and I'm going to present the regression test. So the main idea of our regression test is do online meetings predict usage time of each student. Next slide, please. So the main purpose of this regression analysis is to find out whether the number of online meetings attended per week can affect the average number of hours students spend online daily. We believe since the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of classes meetings are held online. So the more meetings a student had, the more time they are likely to spend online. For this, we have two variables. Both are numeric. B, the number of online meetings per week, which is our X, and our Y should be average hours per day spent online by each student. And then our hypothesis, we can start with the null, which is there is no relationship between online meetings attended and the internet usage. And the alternative hypothesis is there is a significant linear relationship between the two. And this is our regression model. The results are as shows. What we can interpret from this is there is a significant increase, which is 21% usage. This supports our assumption that academic activities like online classes or online meetings is a major factor in students' internet usage during the pandemic. It also shows the direct impact of daily screen time, and this can be useful in designing future online learning policies. I will pass to the next member.
Hello, this is gonna be Yusra talking. So for the chi square, so our research question was, do male and female students have different preferences for online learning platform during COVID-19? So to answer this, we use the chi-square test to determine if there is significant association between gender and platform choice. While we did observe some differences in platform usage patterns between male and female students, our sta- statistical test revealed that this association wasn't statistically meaningful. Let me walk you through our approach. We set up our null hypothesis as gender and platform choices dependent, meaning there is no association between them. Our alternative hypothesis stated that gender and platform choice are dependent, meaning there is an association. The variable we examined were gender, categorized as male and female, of course, and the platform students used, which was Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and others. So let's go to the next slide. So for the next slide, our chi-square static came out to be 7.216 with 3 degrees of freedom, and our p-value was 0.065. Since we're using significance level of 0.05, we can compare our p-value of 0.065 to this critical value because 0.065 is greater than 0.05, of course. So we failed to reject our null hypothesis. So what does this mean in practical terms? We found no significant association between gender and platform preference. This suggests that male and female students didn't choose their learning platform based on gender-specific preferences. Instead, their choices were likely influenced by factors such as what their institution provided, personal convenience, or technical considerations. This finding has important implications for educators and policymakers. It suggests that uniform platform accessibility policies can be applied across genders rather than trying to tailor different platforms to different demographic groups. So that's it for now. So you can check the report for more stuff.
Okay, for conclusion, and our analysis has showed the internet usage has no significant effect on the student. The speed of the internet doesn't have any significant effect on the usage of internet altogether. But however, there are strong indications that other factors we discussed earlier has more significant impact, how Harris talked about excuse me, 1 sec. Okay, so for academics, it's more linked. It's more linked, and they have a strong effect on the internet usage. And additionally, there's no significant association between genders and how it affects the internet usage. So through all these tests, we have discussed possible reasons why the internet usage has increased over the span of the COVID-19 and over that time when everything was locked down. So we have realized it's mostly dependent on the educational and more of it's more the internet usage was more educational and more based on entertainment rather than gender or the speed of the internet or it being more accessible. Okay, and that's the end of our project. Alaikum assalam.